Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Sooners will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Escapes trouble. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drop.
Unloads quickly. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Hatchett. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Slithers into space. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, It's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity.
He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown Sooners! The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. And what a challenge this is going to be for... It's picked up. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And now this offense will take the field again. Defense wants to bring the heat. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Buys a little time. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Swings it out to his running back. Hard running there. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the 2nd one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hatchett. Here's the heat. Hit as he throws. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high at...
It's a running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They bring the punter onto the field now. Wants to bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Hatchett. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Off the RPO, complete. Still running at the 40. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Creates a little space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Pulls and fires complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Hatchett. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. He wants to throw it again. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. They get him stop, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Back to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Arizona came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. In fact, this wasn't ever really in question. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Hatchett. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Turning it on! Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the...
Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
This offense has it with really good field position. Defense might bring the house here. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession
breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The offense changing the play. Back to throw. It's Hatchett. Right on the money. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
He uncorks one deep. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And we are officially Before going in at halftime, guys, I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Past the 30. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Sooners!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds a man on the left. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. Fighting off the defender.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the back. Toss to the left. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Fourth down coming up.
The Sooners will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires downfield. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Hatchett. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Sooners are on the move. Here we go. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods.
Oh, he's got some space. He's got 99 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Now on first down from the 43. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They'll snap it on 1st and 10. There's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Power football with the run. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff.
Turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to adjust the pattern. Handoff to the lone back. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air, it's Hatchett. Gonna take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like anytime the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
The Sooners are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And tackled there by the defense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes. They
throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And that is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Morris.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got the first down. Looking for more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Breaks into the open. Discards him with the stiff arm. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Hauls it in. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. On the move. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Offense in an empty set. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch now, looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team